Hi, my name's Simon Hayes from RMT Motorcycle Training. This is the first video that we've put together to help you understand the 5 basic controls of the motorcycle. Just to go through the controls on the motorcycle, there's 5 basic controls that you need to know about. On the left hand side of the bike is the clutch lever and the gear lever. The gear lever has got 5 gears, and ordinarily you would change 1 down and 4 up. The way you do that is, from where the gear lever is situated now, is we'd select first gear by pushing down on the gear lever. You then release the gear lever so that the lever returns back to its original position. To change up into second gear, what we would do is we would put the toe underneath the gear lever and then select the next gear up, which will take you to second gear. If you don't push the gear lever enough, it will only go into neutral. So ensure that when you put your toe underneath the gear lever and we push the gear lever up, that we select from first gear, pushing up all the way, taking us into second gear. The next gear that you would do is third gear. So again, after you release the gear lever, put your toe underneath the gear lever, push up all the way until it won't go anymore, and that takes you to third. And then the same again, up into fourth, and then up into fifth. To go back down through the gearbox, you would push down on the gear lever, taking you to fourth gear, release, push down again, taking you to third gear, again release the gear lever, push down into second and release. The gear lever will always return back to its original position, which is where it is now. To select first gear, you would push down all the way and it would go down into first gear. If you were to try and go down again, then the gear lever wouldn't move. This would ensure that you're in first gear. However, if you push down gently, you'd go into neutral. So what we need to do is push down all the way so we end up in first gear. The next thing to look at is the clutch lever. The clutch lever has got 4 uses. Firstly, we will pull the clutch in to be able to select the gear that we want. We then use the clutch lever nice and gently to pull away. We'd also use the clutch lever to do slow control. So while we're going in slow moving traffic, say in first gear, I'd use clutch control to control the speed of the bike. We also use the clutch lever to aid in a smooth gear change. And again, as we're coming into stop, we would use the clutch lever and pull the clutch lever all the way into the handlebar to ensure that the bike didn't stall when we stopped. On the right hand side of the bike, we've got our front brake and our rear brake, and we've also got our throttle. The throttle is spring loaded. Don't rely on the spring loaded action to turn the power off. So what we'd do is we'd hold the throttle gently with the right hand. We then open the throttle gently towards us to increase speed, and then we turn the throttle positively away to turn the power off. The front brake is used when the bike is in an upright position and travelling in a straight line. We'll never ever use the front brake while we're cornering or while the steering is turned. The reason being, we could lose the front end, or it would cause the bike to be off balance, and it would make the weight of the bike transfer forward down through the forks, and obviously while you're steering, that is quite dangerous. The rear brake is used in conjunction with the front brake, and we use both brakes when the bike needs to be slowing down in an upright position and travelling in a straight line. However, the rear brake would be used when we're going slow. So if the bike was travelling slowly, say towards a junction, I was coming in slow control mode, coming in behind a queue of traffic, then I'd use a rear brake only. And the way I do that is I'll just rest my toe next to the back brake, and then when I want to use the brake, my toe goes over and I use the toe to apply a little bit of pressure on the back brake. Again, when I'm using the front brake, I use all 4 fingers on the front brake, and when I'm not using the lever, just return the hand back to the handlebar. So there you've seen the 5 basic machine controls of the motorcycle. To view some more training videos, have a look at our YouTube channel, or if you're interested in the CBT or some more training, just go to rmtnet.co.uk.